Good morning, everyone. I hope you are doing well this wonderful morning. Before anything else, let's quickly jump into the word of the day. I shall be with you shortly.
Exodus chapter 3 verse 10. Now go, for I am sending you to Pharaoh.
Now go, for I am sending you to Pharaoh.
You must lead my people Israel out of Egypt.
You must lead my people Israel out of Egypt. Thank you, woman of God. You may be seated. This is another story again of slavery. Israelites have been slaves that they even got used to being a slave. There are people who are poor that they are so used to being poor. I'm telling you, I have seen it. If you want to see that there are people who are so used to being poor, they are not even willing to come out of poverty. They see poverty as a normal way of life. I want to tell you something. Poverty is not holiness. Poverty is not a license to heaven. Because you are poor does not qualify you to automatically enter heaven. Righteousness is what takes you to heaven. Poverty is not going to take you to heaven. The preacher who said you must be poor for you to go to heaven is very wrong. As much as Jesus Christ said it's difficult for a rich man to enter heaven, what Jesus really meant there is that the pride are not going to heaven. He did not say the poor. Because remember, if we are to talk about poverty, automatically poverty humbles you. People in poverty are humble. They are humbled. You can say you are humble now. Wait until money comes. Let us see if you are humble. At the moment, you are currently humbled. Am I speaking to you? Have the money. Let us see how you react when you have the money first. So Jesus simply meant that the proud are not going to heaven, but the humble, not the poor. If you live for God, that's how you can. There can be a rich man and holy who will go to heaven. Am I talking to you? Don't delete this mentality that to be poor is righteousness. You can be poor and live in sin. And haven't you seen that witches are poor people? Their duty is to make sure that they torment your life. That's their duty. They don't have anything in their lives and they are after your life. That's being witch. They are assigned to torment your life because theirs is also tormented. Because they are poor. Okay, let me ask you a question. Will a witch go to heaven? From the description of a witch, how a witch operates, will they go to heaven? They are busy murdering people. They are busy killing people spiritual, doing their magic powers. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? I'm simply saying to be poor does not mean you will go to heaven, my sister. Delete that mentality. Delete this mentality. Poverty is not a ticket to heaven. Please. Me, myself, if you come to me today and tell me that I must sell my property and everything for me to go to heaven, I don't have a problem. Amen. Unless it's God himself. Hallelujah. I sell my property and be poor and then go to heaven. It's an error. Okay. I've been poor before, please. I know what I'm talking about. Poverty is painful. You can't sleep when you are poor. Your heart is painful every day. Moya ubuthuku. Moya ohawo. Awutsoga fruh awutsogela fruh. Onhanle go roja eng bana bo ja eng. Every day. A gona letsatsi la mahala motho a modimo. In poverty. Yo. Poverty is tell your neighbor, may God punish poverty. Say it again, may God punish poverty. Hallelujah. Go to your home village without a loaf of bread. You You try to contribute in a meeting, you will know. Try to talk in a meeting, a family meeting when you are poor. You will know what I'm talking about. Listen, if you are poor, in the society you are nothing. You can be very wise, but I want to ask you a question. How can you be wise and poor at the same time? In other words, your wisdom is in vain. We must see that wisdom working for you to come out of poverty. Then we will trust your wisdom. This wisdom that leads you to poverty, we don't want it. The wisdom that makes you broke and you say you are wise, you are not wise. Tell your neighbor, as long as you are poor, you are not yet wise. Say it. As long as you are poor, you are not yet wise. Your wisdom is not working. Dump it. Look for another wisdom. Any wisdom that is equals to nothing, we don't want it. Or maybe you want it. Do you want it? Any wisdom that is equals to nothing, we don't want anything that... Listen, we can talk and talk and talk, but we need results. Am I talking to you? We can come to church every day, but we need to see results. Listen, if we don't see results, we will stop. Hey, we stop. This is what I always tell people, that if you go to a church, you must give them a time frame. And I will visit you for 6 months. If you don't change my life, I'm going. Your God is not working. Yes, give them a time frame. You cannot remain. We are not in a burial society here. We are in a church. We need to see God in your life. We need to see you being healed. When I'm praying every day that God bring testimony in the life of these people. That's my prayer. And if God does not respond to me, that's his problem. These people must go to where there is God. That's just the fact that I have here for you. Leave where there is no results. Tell your neighbor, leave, don't stay.
Right, good morning. That's the word of the day today. The person asking, is this a preaching session? What do you mean by that? Are you new here? Is this a preaching session? What do you mean? That's the word of the day. We share the word of the day before anything. So it's not a preaching session. Please understand that. All right, let's jump into the markets today and see how these markets are. Kindly note, these streams are strictly for educational purposes only. This, whatever shared here, does not constitute to any form of financial advice. I'm just going to be breaking down indices. I trade US30, NASDAQ, and gold, specifically 3 pairs. If you are new on this stream, kindly subscribe, like, and share this stream with fellow human beings, with fellow traders. I always prefer that people who are subscribing here should be interested people, especially traders, usually not people who are not trading. So we are live today on YouTube. We are live also on TikTok. Yebo. So I'm just typing the username of our YouTube channel. Maybe you would want to see the chart on a clearer side. You would want to go to this username here. This is our YouTube live stream, BFI TV live. Right, BFI TV live. That's our username right there on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, you can quickly jump into YouTube. Please, if you get there, make sure you leave us that subscription. Nevertheless, if you do not have a YouTube channel or any email there, you would want to be with us here on TikTok, and then we push it that way. Keep your comments very strict and straight to the point. Be nice to me, be nice to everyone on the chat. If we see any bullying individual here, we just take you out. We don't want to see people who are so arrogant and full of demons in their spirits. I hope this makes sense. All right, good morning, Michelle. How are you? Are you good? Chad Billings, how are you doing this morning? How is everyone doing? Velo, how are you doing? Beautiful stuff. It's yet another day that the Lord has made. Nelisiwe, yes, poverty, divorced. The enemy is the poverty itself. How is the sound, guys, on your side? How is the sound on your side? Is this sound okay? Is this what you would want on your side? Is it not too loud? Is it not too low? Let me hear on YouTube side. Then on TikTok, are you okay with the sound as well? Let's hear if you are, guys. If you're okay, then we take it from there. How is the sound, guys? How is the sound on your side? So guys, this is our YouTube username. Make sure you follow us there. All right. Right. BFI TV live. Right. Okay. How is the sound? Is everyone okay with the sound? All good. Beautiful. Sound is perfect. Right. Let's just run into it quickly. Let's run into it quickly. Me and you, let's take it going. Right. We're going to quickly learn today on how I'm going to be approaching these markets, especially the US30 markets. Today is a bit complicated, is a bit strict one. Nevertheless, we have got a bullish direction of the day, which is based on the data report that we have. Nevertheless, we have got series of market not really fulfilling our data on time. Yesterday's sales were not fulfilled, as you can see there. That sell TP was not fulfilled as well there, which is 48,097. We didn't see the market arriving there. The market went all the way up, but also again the market did not arrive at our previous closing price as well. We saw that market declining. So we are currently sitting at a position where the market is not really respecting the levels. Maybe could be the issues of war, but I think that should not be really the rumor here. All we do, because one, the index is not at war anyway, right? So we just want to see how these markets are going to be like. Right. Looking at the market today, we are seeing a bullish print that the market did on yesterday's market closure. We have our resistance sitting at 48,351, which is our support for the day. 48,351. For me, with this kind of a market and the way the market looks like, for me, I think you can see on this side, you would see that this market is printing a wick. So that low is literally a wick low, not it's a wick, not the body of the candle. So usually the support that can be strong could be the body, right? If you check here, there is a body or there is a bit strength of bodies in this area. The low is only a print of 1 week or 2 weeks, 1 and 2. So those weeks cannot be really reliable or relied upon to say this could be a strong support that we can look into today. So looking at that kind of a structure, the market should, and by all means necessary, bounce from there and push all the way up to the TP of the day. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a market to continue rallying the upper sideways for the day. So that's why I took these buys on our on our Zoom session in the morning. I'm already running those buys, so which means this whole entire area for me is my buying zone. All of it like that. That becomes my buying zone. Anyway, the market sits there. I'm just going to be adding buys, adding buys, adding buys. Once we break the open price, continuing going up, I'm no longer adding. Usually I add on the negative side, not on the positive side. Basically, that's me for you, right? So I'm going to be looking for buys as soon as we reach anyway where the market is sitting here. This here becomes my buying zone for the day, right? This becomes my buying zone for the day, and I am going to be looking for buys in that particular area of interest. Let me reduce this. Let me try and change the color, make it red, right, so that it can look Corossa, you know what I mean, right? No, white will do. Make it black. Yeah, I think if I do it this way, could be okay for me. So that's my buying zone between 48,354.37 and 48,501. That's my area of interest for the day. That's where I will be buying from. And today's TP on my side, according to the mathematics and calculations here, my TP is 48,977. Basically 48,977. That's where this market is headed. Kindly note that this is not an advice to buy or sell an instrument. I'm simply looking at how I am going to be approaching this market. On your side, maybe you are looking for sales. You are not entirely wrong. On my side, I'm looking for buys. At the same time, I'm not entirely wrong as well. Nevertheless, let's jump into NASDAQ. NASDAQ is also sure, guys. Yesterday, I believe that you were here when I analyzed these markets on TikTok and Zoom. This thing just left me. I didn't get in. I didn't get triggered, and the market went all the way to the previous close as it was explained yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't take this trade, so that was a loss for me. And looking at the market today, still bullish as well. Yesterday, we broke a structure. This was a broken structure, and then we are seeing the market revisiting that area of interest there. So this could be broken structure, revisitation of that broken structure, and rally all the way up to the TP. So our buy TP for the day is 25,467 right there. Nevertheless, there is something of interest that I would want to look into. There is an issue here. When the CV is next to the key zone like that, which means the market is currently valued at a resistance. Therefore, that's why we see the market temporarily declining. It's just like a high cannot be broken as long as the market is sitting at a high. We need to discount, and then the market goes back up. Like, for example, if you are throwing a stone, you cannot throw a stone without pulling your hand back for strength. I hope this makes sense. So here we literally expect the market to discount first before rally. So this could be a discount enough already, this one here, and then the market then continues pushing up like that. So if I'm running sales at this particular moment, I begin to be skeptic and worried, because this could be a U-turn and never looks back downward as well. So I'm not going to jump into the buys at the moment. I'm just going to wait and see if the market is going to come all the way to the previous closing price first, and then I can jump in. If it continues to leave me behind, then there's no problem. I don't have a problem with that, because I'm already running a trade with US30. So either way, I win on the other side, I wouldn't lose on the other side. So that's, even if I don't take this trade, for me, it doesn't affect me anyway. Nevertheless, looking at NASDAQ, it's bullish today. Our support of interest is 24,795. Therefore, that for me is a weaker support. Why? Because the previous close is below it, right? Previous closing price is below our area of interest, which is 24,720 there. That means the market is likely going to break that low and continue going down a little bit. Looking at the fact that yesterday we did not really arrive at our low, which is 24,315, and also our TP yesterday was not reached. Only few points to the TP, it was not reached. So the market may want to fulfill those criteria before rallying all the way up. So I'm looking for buys as soon as we reach this area of interest here. I'm not going to enter a trade as of yet. I'm just going to wait and see the reaction of the market during those criteria or those areas of interest. I hope this makes sense. So looking at this NASDAQ for now, I cannot go for sales. I cannot go for buys. I'm just going to wait and observe the price. Right, jumping into gold, which is my last discussion. Like yesterday, we jumped in. I think I remember I spoke about taking buys there. The market went back, went in, out, in. Now currently sitting at our entry, which is within the entry criteria there. So you would want to, for me, buys are still very much valid anyway. So it's a bit sideways, a very, very sideways. I mean, this is H1. I mean, you can see how the market is, but buys for me are still favorable at this particular moment. So I'm still valid on that one, holding my buys. And then let's see how the markets are going to be like. Nevertheless, that's all from me. That's all from my side. Kindly donate that follow if you're on TikTok, and please also follow us on YouTube. We are also live on YouTube. You'll be able to see the charts clearer than you see on the phone. So if you can come to YouTube, you are able to see this chart very well. So let's make sure we go to that YouTube channel. The username is BFI TV Live. BFI TV Live. So thank you so much. How is everyone doing this morning? Let's hear what the chart is saying, and let's push that way. Okay, TP for gold for me really is open, but the main area of interest in terms of buys, TP for gold could be 58, 53, 53, 60. No, 53, 83, sorry. 53, 83, 53, 60. That area there for me is where I'll be looking to take or exit that trade there. Right, so basically that's how I am on this gold. 53.83, 53.60, those are my area of interest. Could be a very long journey to get there, because remember, this is H1, so you want to be very patient on that one. It's a swing kind of a trade. Can fulfill today, may not fulfill today. I hope this makes sense. Right, let's look into this market and see how the opening of London will be like. So right, nevertheless, let's see. YouTube guys, how are you doing? How is everyone doing this wonderful morning? Right, let's see. Sound is perfect. Right, do not be a ghost. Comment, like, and subscribe. Beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done, guys. I'm done. I don't have anything else to say. I am done. You are welcome, Abia. Is it Abia? Man of God, the man of God, you are welcome. You are welcome, my brother. You are welcome. Right. Already running those buys there on US30. Let's see how that goes. Right. Please do not forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. It's not BTC, this is US30. Check price, my brother, 48 BTC. Is BTC the same price as this? No, we trade indices here. Mr. Bonang, please bring the donate button if possible. At the moment, it's not. Up until we have reached 1,000 subscribers. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to receive those donations. You want to donate? Slay, you want to donate? Donations. Shoo. What do we do with the donation thing? Do I eat the money myself? If you donate, where do I take the money to? Slay, if you want to give me money, just give me money, my brother. Okay, we are pushing, guys. Thank you so much from TikTok. 784 subscribers so far. Thank you. Much appreciated. Please donate that subscription there. Go to BFI TV live and drop your subscription there. We go live every day. Keeps the YouTube channel running. Okay, all right, you want to donate, no problem. If you want to donate, we'll see how it goes. Literally, I was looking into a partnership program where people can subscribe on monthly basis to partner with BFI TV. Yeah, so we can try and come up with that partnership program. If you feel like you want to partner with us, you can partner with us. Right, let's see. Right, there's another one just subscribed, 785 now. 215 people left to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Much appreciated. We have been pushing. The views are coming up very well. You see, 20k views. Your channel got 19k views in the last 28 days. It's not bad. It's not bad. Plus 271 subscribers. The growth is good. It's not bad. So let's see what we can do this month. 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 All right, 15 minutes to go to London session. Usually our stream is strictly 45 minutes, and I believe that today I'll stick to that. It's 28 minutes gone. Countdown. 45 minutes strictly. We are out of the streams, both on YouTube and TikTok. 45 minutes is enough. Direction has already been given. predicted, discussed, and so forth. If you have got any questions now, specifically for education, please, you may ask. I'm giving you an opportunity to ask me a question on the chat, YouTube, or even TikTok. It's your time to ask a question. Let's go. Let's go. Don't ask me things that you are hearing reporters reporting about me out there, please. You don't want to bring gossip here. Those who are reporting news about me, tell them to approach me as well. Right? That's it. You don't ask personal stuff. Focus on what is important on your life. Right? Let's go. What time frame do you enter using? I don't enter using time frame. I enter using price. So I use H1 for clarity in terms of clear candlesticks. Right? You can see that even H4 I can still use it to enter. I enter based on the price levels, not on the candlestick, right? So once the market taps anyway, like my previous close price like that, I just enter. If the price taps my CV like that, I just enter. If the price taps my CV like that, I just enter. I don't use a time frame or a specific time frame to use. Just consider a person trading with a line chart as well. You see, line chart, once we tap that level, tap that price, I enter. I don't negotiate. I don't look back. I just enter. And then I leave everything in the hands of God. You understand? Yeah, he's the one who makes it possible or impossible for that specific setup to play out. I see how to get CV levels. Join Bonang Financial Institute mentees. The lifetime mentorship, it shows you how to get those levels. And then also we have an indicator as an additional service. Instead of you drawing these lines manually, we can charge you a certain fee so that you get this indicator, display it on your chart every day. As the market closes, it fetches the data for you at relevant sources and then displays it on your chart, and then you follow it even on your phone, just like that. So basically, for these levels now, we cannot show you here on stream, unfortunately. It's part of our secret sauce. It's like going to KFC and say, what's your recipe? Unless you have joined the mentorship, that's when you can know where to get the CVs, the TPs, and everything. We teach you how to do these things. Right. I am there. See you when the payment is done. All right, beautiful. Right, you just send the proof of payment as soon as you arrive at our landing page there. Let me show you. You click on the link. This link will lead you to our website, that website, and then there is a prop firm that we have partnered with. Why would you call me right now? We have a prop firm that we have partnered with. You can click get funded there. The prop firm will help you. We have top step payouts. We have got certificates. You can calculate how much money these certificates are. Too much money there. And then we have got once you are done, you know what to do. You go and then let me just go up. Just go up. You just go to our website and then you go to services, and then on the services you click. There we go. That's it. You get our services. You just read about the service. Then you click join now, and then you go check out. Yo, see the price, my friend. See the price. See the price. Yoo. And then there is this guy here. This guy is saying financial markets, watching you trade, not knowing the mathematics. That's how brutalized you shall be. You will look like that guy. Right. So that's our price. Not discount, unfortunately. Our discount is over. It was within February. Now it's over. We don't have a discount. That's a once-off. But I think the discount that I can do, instead of paying an extra fee for the indicator, if you pay straight full price, you get the indicator on a lifetime basis as well. That's what I can do for you. Right. Thank you. Let's see what these markets have for us. You're welcome. You're welcome. What is the lowest funded account? We don't trade. I wouldn't advise you to go for a lowest funded account. Remember, when you are going for funding in a prop space industry, you are looking for capital, right? So the reason for you to go to a prop firm is because of the capital, right? So what's the use of taking the lowest funding? The lowest funding is just the same as trading your own live capital. So you would rather stick to your live capital. If you're going to buy a $5,000 account on a prop firm, that gives you a limit of $250. Why not just look for $250 and trade that $250? Literally, initially, what you want to understand on a prop firm space is that even if they write $5,000, your money is not really $5,000. It's literally 5% of that $5,000, sometimes 500, sometimes 250, depending on the prop firm rules. So you're literally trading on a $250 account. It's not 5,000. So you want to know these things. Once you approach a prop firm, you want to know, even if they say 2 million, it's not really 2 million. It's you are trading the 5% of that 2 million. You are always trading the 5% of whatever account size you are getting. So if you buy the smallest account, it means your 5% is going to be small as well. The lower you go, the more chances of you being at risk and trading the same way as you are trading your own personal capital. So if you want to go lower, just trade your own capital live on your brokerages, right? Right. Yebo. Let's go. Other questions? Other questions you may ask, please. If you have another question, feel free to ask. You are welcome, Steven. You are welcome, my brother. Yeah, so prop firm should be used to leverage, not to play. So when you are going to prop firm, you want to go for capital, not anything small, right? If you can do small, then just do it on your live account. 53.83 is the gold target. 53.60 there, that area. 53.83, TP number 2, TP number 1, 53.60 on gold. Basically in that area, that's where I will be looking to exit that gold. You are welcome. Right, beautiful stuff. Let's see what London has for us in the next few minutes. You are welcome. Any other question? You must ask. Ask. I'm giving you that opportunity to ask. And guys, sorry, I haven't been able to do the YouTube channel streams and this. I've been traveling, but now I'm okay. I am settled now. I don't have any issue. I think I can't say all African countries. See, you might want to go there and check yourself if your country is available. What I'm aware is I went in last year, June, and then they refunded me saying South Africans and Zimbabwe, this side, you are not allowed to jump into their platform. And then in November last year, they emailed me again and said, hey, we saw you on our platform. You didn't because we are not regulated. Now that we are regulated, you are allowed to jump in. Then I immediately went in and then I started to trade with them. What is the role of that key zone? The role of a key zone is to know and to mark the levels per day. Market moves within the frames per day, right? It moves within the high and the low of the day, right? So the market plays in that criteria. It's very, very important to know these levels because market does not stay away from them. Usually the market plays within that range. So we want to see the key zone is a support the resistance. So when the market is sitting at a resistance, we sell. When the market is sitting at a support, we buy. And then the TPs is an extension based on the data calculations that then we see that, okay, the next price is this one. So we are literally trading from price to price. That's why there are numbers on the side of the chart that you have, which is price. So we are trading from price to price. Like you can see, if we took a buy from here to that open price, if we are scalping, that is good money, right? From price to price. Then we're expecting price to jump from 48,589.77 to the CV, which is another price again, all the way to the next price and then to the next price. Basically, those are the reasons and the role of the price levels. I mean, you cannot trade if you don't know the relevant specific areas of interest per index, right? Price action. Price action is not the candle. Price action is the price. Where do you get the price? That's where the question comes in. Go to Yahoo Finance, go to Bloomberg, go to all these relevant institutional reporters. If you go to Bloomberg Live, you see Bloomberg has never reported a candlestick. It only reports the data. So that alone shows you that there is a need for one to know these things and understand them in that direction. So those levels are very important. Those levels are very key to the trading journey. Thank you. The people who give you signals, where are they getting them? Price, né? Yeah. They may not show you, they just send you numbers. So they can't say on the next bearish candle do this. They only send you entry this type, exit this type. So it's price action. Movi, I have answered you. Did I? I did. Oh, the phase 2 has continued, guys. We have started again the phase 2. I resumed this phase 2. I took buys on NASDAQ on it. So that's the phase 2 of Commit Capital 1 million challenge. Let's see how that goes today. Sorry for that, not updating. This is our first trade anyway. So we'll see how this phase 2, will it go to funded or it's a long story? We shall see. Well, now, for how long are you trading now? Years. Well, I started trading in 2017. Then I didn't make sense. I stopped 2017, 18. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 2021. I was literally going through a trial in Botswana. I was going in and out of prison. And there was lockdown, this and that. So things were not easy for me those years. 2021, when I came out of prison in December, that's when I started to lock in because I have nothing now to do. There's nothing at all to bring anything for me, even to eat whatsoever. So then 2021, that's where locking in came in. But it was in December. I really didn't understand anything. So I went back to research YouTube. I watched almost every strategy that you can ever know about. But to me, it didn't really make sense. I didn't understand it. So I didn't really, even up to now, there are things that I feel like they're so much irrelevant for me. If I'm to know about pips, I think for me, they are not relevant for me. I want to enter, exit in profit. That's basically how I am. So I have managed to save things and keep them very much simple. And then that's when I came up with this strategy. After having thoroughly done almost everything. Moving averages, this and that, this and that, this and that. So yeah, I went through a trial. I think it was an issue of identity. I have suffered on that area. Identity issue since 2017, 18, 19, 2020, 2021. Prison after prison, court after court. And it was one of those things, you know. I'm an orphan, no brother, no sister. So that life has been hard for me. So and then 2021, I came out in prison December. After I came out of prison in December, then 2022, I was in South Africa here from Botswana. And then I pushed. All right, London is open, guys. Let's see how it goes. And then I pushed 2021, 2022, still not really getting it. I was trading with RCG markets. I was making money to pay rentals and buy food. Not really good monies anyway. Then 2023, that's where profitability started to make sense. So I started to be more profitable in 2023, 2024, 2025, and then now we are in 2026. That's where profitability made sense. It became very much clear to me once I understood the data-driven markets and analyzing the data itself. So I stick to that, and then I filtered everything out because it didn't really work for me. I have tried everything. And then I only also noticed that trading is not always about the candlestick. I looked at how does a person trading baselines trade. I looked at the person who does not, there's a person who use line chart. There's a person who use, there is something that I saw here. like columns. There's a person who trades using columns. So I noticed that if I'm to approach the market based on Japanese candlestick, it can work, but that's not the entire core of the market structure. Market is not driven by this, it's driven by data or price. So that's where I started to study that, and then that's how profitability came in. Yeah. So I think I would say, if we are to check years that things started to make sense, it's 2023. So you would say, let's filter all the learning years back and forth using different strategies. Then 2023, 2024, 2025, and then this year is the 4th year. We can say that, yeah, because we delete the old days that didn't make sense, and then we focus on what made sense. Yeah, literally, I was joking those years. Yeah, so this has been a very, very tough journey for me in life. Yeah, life has not been easy for me. I've been fighting. It's been war after war, Begley after Begley. Bonang, okay, I've answered you. Sorry, sir, that was a sad story. It's part of life anyway. It's my path. It's like Daniel in the lion's den. He was thrown in the lion's den. People were not supposed to be sorry for him anyway, because it's what God had designed him to go through. I mean, if I was thrown in the lion's den, maybe I was not going to pass the test. So I had to go through what I had to go through. But you know, there's something that I loved about prison itself. Oh, 45 minutes, guys. Let's give 5 minutes extra of this stream, and then we call it a day. I just want to conclude the chat that I have with you here. So what I loved about prison is one thing. You know, God works in wonders. I was running a TV station as a pastor. TV station on Intelsat. Intelsat 20, where DSTV is streaming on a satellite. So I was running a satellite TV channel called Bonang TV. So that TV channel was running almost broad into almost 80 countries. So that's almost 160 million views per day. So now there was something that was happening. The strategy that God gave me was, I was playing movies and I would play movies, music, and then after that I come in and preach. So inside prison, they don't have entertainment. So that channel became very much popular. Bonang TV became very much popular. Even in prison, those guys were watching that channel. So we literally got to have congregants that were inside the prison that I was sent into. So when I arrived there, I had already the congregation, and people knew that the owner of this channel TV station is coming into this prison. So we had that congregation already inside. I mean, it was more safer inside than outside. I don't want to lie, because the way the people protected me there and the way they valued me was so very, very extreme. And I think God knew that I was going to go through that. That's why I had to run a TV station, and it was viewed by those guys inside prison. So I was a man of value inside prison, very, very much, very, very much. And every day we would have sessions like preaching sessions, prayer sessions, and counseling sessions. And then even people from outside would come at the gate for me to pray for them and counsel them as well. So I think that would have been a very, very useful journey for me. That's where even other books I started to write and type them while I was inside prison there. So I became an author, at the same time a lawyer. Self-made lawyer. You cannot do anything to me when it comes to issues of the law. I know how to defend myself. I know what to do. I know there's a lot that I know in terms of the law. You cannot do anything to me when it comes to that. Through experience. Even the magistrate was like, this guy, I salute him, because he is more wiser than certain lawyers that I have seen coming in my courtroom here. If you hear the magistrate saying you are more wise than a lawyer is somebody who went to school and qualified for that. But I was given that credit by the magistrate, and the judge also set me free by myself applying for myself anyway. All right, guys, let's call it a day on our side. Right, I'm still running the buys on US30, and then it means at this opening we can see that the opening is opening with a very, very strong pressure to the downside, And then in the next few minutes, actually, I'm expecting the market to then bounce back up right there. So at the area of interest, which is the low of the day, 48 here, 354, I'll be expecting the market to bounce. Anyway, where the market is sitting, I'm also expecting the market to bounce back up. So I'm sticking into my buys. I'm not changing that direction. I'm going to come and update you later during the day, which is our New York opening session. 4:15, I'll be here, and let's see how that goes. NASDAQ dropping downward, and let's see how that goes throughout the day. I am not yet into the buys on any other account. I'm just running a small little buy from the challenge that I have with phases. Right, so I want to see how the market will behave there, but I wouldn't advise or say you take a buy there on this NASDAQ. Right, gold, lastly, gold, still hectic, but within our entry area. So I would still hold that one. All right, guys, see you on the other side until we meet again later today. If you're on TikTok, please go to YouTube. That's where we usually stream these markets there. Nevertheless, thank you so much. I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Thank you for sharing blessings. Amen. God works in mysterious ways. Beautiful. That's God for you. All right, let's meet later. Bye-bye, guys. See you later.